Hi, guys. I am independent consultant and executive national vice president, Jenna Purdue, and I am recording this for you tonight because my husband is leaving town tomorrow for 2 weeks, and he surprised me with dinner at our favorite restaurant. And so I'm going to spend a little quality time with him, but I still wanted to train you guys on how to earn the Arbonne AIT incentive trip that we just found out on December 1st is to Costa Rica. I was actually at the Arbonne incentive trip about a month ago or so in the Bahamas, and I just kept thinking, like, I don't know how it could get any better than this. And one of the gals from home office, I walked up to her as we were in the lobby getting ready to leave to go to the airport to go home. And I said, I just have to tell you, like, this has been my favorite trip. And I am so thankful. And she was like, it's so happy to hear it, like from your end, from a consultant who earned the trip's end, because she's like, I'm here for work, and like they do all the behind the scenes stuff to make it perfect for us. And so she's like, I'm just so happy to hear that you loved it. She's like, I cannot wait until you hear where we're going next year on the incentive trip. And I have been racking my brain ever since then. She's like, it is, if you think this is good, wait until next year. And when I heard them say Costa Rica, I was like, she was right. So exciting. Now, the one thing I will say that happened too, I think, when they announced Costa Rica was they announced how you earn Costa Rica. And I think that a lot of people saw the qualification requirements and immediately had some seriously negative thoughts swimming through their heads. And it's okay. You don't have to raise your hand, but if this is a rhetorical question, if you were one of those people who saw the 100,000 Central District QV requirements, and went, absolutely impossible, not going to happen for me. Or if you were one of the people who said for direct promotions or personal promotions, that would be like if you're like a district and you promote to area, that would count as one of your promotion requirements. And you thought, like, absolutely, that is never going to happen. I couldn't do it. It's time to seriously wash away those thoughts and throw them in the trash, because these numbers are possible. The promotions are possible. And 3,000 client QV for you to sell over 6 months is 100% possible, you guys. I have earned many Arbonne trips in the past, and I always make earning them at the top level my goal and a priority, because even if I don't earn it at the top level, I love having big goals. I like making them big. I like making them a little scary, and you should too. So just keep in mind, these trips are completely out of this world. The energy is so positive when you're on these trips, surrounded by other Arbonne consultants. We are literally treated like queens and kings, okay? And so are our guests and our families who join on these trips with us. It is seriously one of like the best reminders and proof that this is the best company to be aligned with on so many levels. And if you have been on an Arbonne AIT, hit me in the chat if I am not lying about this. Like, we have the absolute best time ever on these trips. That is a fact. So earning level 1 of AIT for Costa Rica means that you have earned a trip for 2 to the beautiful Costa Rica. You have 4 direct personal promotions, 100,000 central qualifying district volume, and 3,000 client QV sales over 6 months. So let's start off. First of all, like I said earlier, I understand that these are big numbers, big and scary, but we're just going to squash those thoughts and we're going to figure out how to do it, right? Like, let's break it down. So no matter what, Costa Rica should be a goal for you. I don't care if you started your business this afternoon. Costa Rica should be a goal for you. Actually, when we were in Mexico on 2 incentive trips ago, I was in the spa with my friend who was my partner that I brought with me, Alyssa, and I started chatting with a gal that was like in the spa waiting room. And she was like, "Are you here with Arbonne?" I was like, "Yeah, are you?" You know, we started chatting. You guys, she started her Arbonne business the same month the incentive trip was announced for that trip, and she earned the trip. So she was an Arbonne consultant for 6 months, and in 6 months, she earned the trip to Mexico. So if that isn't proof that it is possible, then I don't know what else to tell you. So you're in a great place, whether you just started your Arbonne business or you've been doing this for 20 years. So get Costa Rica on your goal list, period. Make it a goal and go for it. And this is how you're going to do it. Okay. This is simply a situation of compounding numbers, period, end of story. And we can break this goal down by our 2,500 QV brick. So let's do some math. I'm going to share my screen and show this with you. Okay, here we go. Month 1. Okay, hopefully y'all can see this. Okay, you and one new independent consultant each achieving your own individual 2,500 QV building block and duplicating this process month after month. So you can see here in December, you are doing 2,500 and you have one IC who is also doing 2,500. I love coaching people to go 2,500. I always say when people start an Arbonne business, you don't have any sales requirements, but I can give you sales goals. And 2,500 QV and 2 new 150 plus PC signups is your goal from out of the gate, because they're going to automatically start earning money. They're earning their bonus, their $100 consultant bonus. And that's their brick. That's what they need to be earning every month to maintain a district. So we may as well teach them to do that every month right away from the beginning. So in December, you have 5,000 total QV, and that's your central district because you are your own district, right? So then in January, you're going to teach, well, here you have you doing your 2,500. Now Annie is doing 2,500. Okay. So that's your first month. Now you're going into January. Now in February, you have Annie doing 2,500, you're doing 2,500, but you have Ben who joined your team who's also doing 2,500 because you coached them how to do that. And Annie taught Allison how to do 2,500. So in total, now you have 10,000 QV. Okay. And that's for the month of February. So 5,000 here, 5,000 here, 10,000 here, and you are a district manager. Okay. Let me switch slides. So now here is March. You've got Annie, you, Ben, and Allison are all teaching Andy, Alex, Callie, and Brooke how to do this. You're doing 2,000 QV. You have 8 consultants who are doing 2,500. It's incredible how fast you can get to 20,000 QV, right? You guys, like the numbers seem big and scary, but when you have people helping you out, that's how fast those numbers can start to compound, right? Oh, that's my wrong slide. Hold on. I got to get to my next month's. That's also not the slide I want to be on. All right, let's go. Okay, here's April. And I know that these bubbles can seem big and scary, but it just goes to show that the more people you have working, the more opportunity you have to build. Okay, so you guys get the point here. It's just teaching people how to do a 2,500 QV brick and teaching them how to teach other people. I was listening to this. Let me stop sharing my screen really quick. I have to get back to Zoom. Oh, I don't think I shared my screen the whole time. Oh God, I hope that wasn't the case. Okay, hold on. Stop. Okay. So I just lost my train of thought because I got super scared. But if you start as a consultant and duplicate this process, you are a DM by February, you're finishing your area in March, and you are a promoted out regional vice president by the time this qualification period is over. Okay. It's just repeating the process and teaching other people how to do 2,500 QV in a month and then teaching them how to do it. Oh, I was listening to this podcast that Bob had posted a few weeks back, but I was listening to it, and he talked about the difference between training and coaching. Like, okay, right now you're on a training call. We do training calls. We have them on Saturdays with the Go for Gold. We do them on Tuesdays. Like, you are on a training call, but you have to be a coach, and there is a difference. So we can all listen to training calls and learn and grow. Training is a transfer of information. So like a teacher and a student, right? So we're learning. Coaching is totally different. So get with your consultants who are on your team, whether you have 1 or 100, and dig deep on what they're doing and how they're doing it, and ask them if they're implementing what they're learning on these training calls into their business. So ask them, like, what's your verbiage like? Send me a screenshot when they tell you that they sent a message to somebody that you told them to say and it didn't work. Well, let me see what you said. And then they lead with the products. You're like, I didn't tell you to do that. That's not what I told you to do at all, actually. So it's coaching them on how to fine tune their verbiage and stuff like that, and utilize the Boards app. There is so much amazing verbiage that really works for people in the Boards app. So it's just teaching more people and coaching more people how to hit that 2,500 QV brick. Okay. So by the time you finished these 6 months of duplicating 2,500, 2,500, 2,500, you're a regional vice president. You have earned your $1,200 in manager bonuses over that 6-month period. You're helping to grow districts, areas, and VPs all alongside of you. Your earnings are increasing month to month, approximately $300 to $6,000. Okay, that's life-changing money for somebody. You have earned your Mercedes-Benz VP Success Award. So cruising around in a new Mercedes-Benz of your choice. And you are showing others how to really dream big and how possible this business is and how earning these trips are. Okay, you're continuing to grow personally and professionally. You're raising up more leaders, like I said. And most importantly, you are helping so many people live abundant, healthy, happy lifestyles. That is really the most important thing, is to be a servant heart and help other people understand Arbonne, the products, and how they can feel better, and teach them to do that and actually feel better. I have to share this text I received. I was using my phone as my light, but I have to share this text I received today, actually, and I shared this with my team, but I received it from one of my preferred clients, and you guys, it's going to make me emotional, but if you can't remember, or you have trouble remembering that what we're doing with Arbonne is so powerful and so important and so much bigger than you and your ego that thinks you can't earn these trips, or that you're not worthy of these trips, or you're not worthy of success in general with this business, please remember this. Come back to this, what I'm about to read to you. Okay. This is from my dear preferred client, Carla. I have never met her. We met on social media. Hey, Miss Jenna, I wanted to let you know, since my double mastectomy, my wound would not heal. They had to put in a feeding tube because I was malnourished and having horrible stomach issues due to my chemo. I started losing 5 to 6 pounds a week. All the prescription proteins feeds made my stomach issues worse. I started doing Arbonne shakes and gut shot in my tube, and my wound has finally healed. My stomach is starting to heal. I'm finally getting some protein stores built back up, and my nutrients are getting so much better. I have stopped losing weight, and my appetite is slowly returning. I am so thankful you told me about Arbonne and that I decided to try it. Thank you so much. It has been a tremendous help during my battle with cancer. I'm even starting to get my hair back. I sincerely appreciate you. You guys, what we are doing is so important, okay? So don't take it off the table because you think that you can't do something or that you can't earn something. Talk about Arbonne, get out there, start sharing it with people, be confident in what you have to say, because if you don't have the confidence, you can lean on mine, you can lean on Carla's, right? Like, woo! I wasn't planning on getting that emotional, but I'm really, really seriously passionate about this, you guys, and you should be too. It's really special what we have. Okay, so give the gift, whether it's with the products or with the business or both. Give the gift and don't be afraid to do it, and reap the rewards of Costa Rica along the way, okay? I love you guys. I'm going to go to dinner with my hubby now. Good night.